Hello and welcome to News Update. I'm Moses Humphrey. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu is set to address the nation in a broadcast today. Making the announcement in a statement today, Dele Alake, special advisor to the president on special duties, communication and strategy, said the address will be broadcast at 7 p.m. later this evening. No fewer than 5 persons were killed yesterday in Adamawa State as thousands of hoodlums invaded government and private warehouses in search of food and other items. At least 45 persons were also arrested by security agents called in to restore normalcy as Governor Ahmadu Fintiri imposed a 24-hour curfew. It was gathered that in what appeared like the #EndSARS protest of 2020, hoodlums were said to have, as early as 9 a.m., broken into the warehouses located at PZ and Kwanawaya Road and carted away food items including rice, noodles, seasoning, palm oil, and so many other things. Military, mobile police, and other security operatives were mobilized to the warehouses and other areas to normalize the situation. In a swift reaction to the looting, Governor Fintiri, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Humwashi Wanasiku, imposed a 24-hour curfew on the state. Governor Fintiri said the curfew followed the dangerous dimension the activities of hoodlums had assumed across the state capital as they attacked people with machetes and broke into business premises and looted valuables. Adamawa State Police Command's spokesman, Suleiman Nguroji, who disclosed this, said more persons involved in looting were being rounded up as door-to-door search was ongoing. The Nigeria Labour Congress NLC has told the Solicitor General of the Federation and Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Justice, that there is no order, be it interim, interlocutory, or perpetual, from either the National Industrial Court or any other court restraining Nigerian workers from participating in peaceful rallies convened by it. It also reminded the federal government through the Solicitor General that there is a subsisting judgment that the right to demonstrate and protest on matters of public concern was in the public interest, which individuals must possess and exercise without impediment as long as no wrongful act was done. The Labour Center stated these via a letter from Falana Chambers to the Permanent Secretary Solicitor General signed by Sam Ogala Esquire. The letter is coming on the heels of organized Labour's proposed protest for Wednesday, August the 2nd, over the removal of subsidy on petrol, its attendant hardship on Nigerians, and the inability of the government to roll out palliatives to cushion the harsh effects of the stoppage of subsidy payment. Following 2 weeks of suspension by the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, over safety concerns, the management of Max Air Limited is set to resume its domestic flight operations. The airline, in a statement, assured its passengers that the safety issues raised had been addressed. President Bola Tinubu has appointed Jim Obazi, former Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, as a special investigator. The special investigator to investigate the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) and related entities. The president and said the appointment takes immediate effect and Obaze is to report directly to his office. Tinubu said the special investigator would also work on a comprehensive report on public wealth currently in the hands of corrupt individuals and establishments. Recall that Obaze investigated the CBN during Sanusi Lamido Sanusi's tenure and allegedly unearthed massive corruption. It was upon his recommendation that former President Goodluck Jonathan suspended Sanusi in February 2014. However, Obaze was fired by President Muhammadu Buhari in 2017. An overspeeding, unidentified driver of a saloon car narrowly escaped death yesterday after the vehicle plunged into a canal at Costain roundabout in Wode Bridge, Surulere area of Lagos State. According to an eyewitness, the male driver who was rescued by first emergency responders was immediately rushed to a nearby hospital for treatment. Men of the Lagos State Emergency Management Authority, LASEMA, who raced to the scene, later recovered the car without any trace of the driver or occupants. Permanent Secretary, LASEMA, Dr. Femi Okeosonyitolu, who confirmed the incident, said the recovered car was later handed over to Nigeria Police at Ikponri Division, Surulere, for further investigation. A mother and her 7-year-old son were reportedly crushed to death by a trailer along Akure Expressway in Ondo State yesterday. It was gathered that the mother, who was in her mid-40s, and the son were coming from church when they met their untimely death. The Federal Road Safety Corps, Ondo Sector Command, said that the crash occurred by the Federal Government Girls College in Akure Metropolis. The State Sector Commander, Mr. Ezekiel Sonala, blamed the cause of the accident on overspeeding, which resulted in a loss of control on the part of the driver. Sonala said that 2 persons, a male and a female, lost their lives and 1 person sustained injury in the accident. The identities of the victims are yet to be identified, but the bodies of the dead victims have been deposited at the State Specialist Hospital morgue in Akure. The trailer, a Mercedes-Benz model, was said to have made contact with the motorbike, resulting in the accident. In foreign news, a bomb blast in southeastern Myanmar has killed 1 person and wounded 12 others. Violent clashes have ramped up since the military deposed Aung San Suu Kyi's civil government in February 2021, unleashing a bloody crackdown on dissent that has left thousands dead. The junta has been battling anti-coup People's Defense Force, PDF, militia, as well as long-established ethnic rebel armies that control large areas of territory close to the country's border, where no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. The junta is fighting scores of ethnic rebel outfits. According to a local monitoring group, more than 3,800 people have been killed since the coup started. And lastly, on sports, Manchester United's tour of the United States ended with a 3-2 defeat against Borussia Dortmund at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, I beg your pardon. Diogo Dalot, one of 11 changes to the starting 11, faced Real Madrid on Thursday, putting the Reds ahead with a superb curled effort. But Erik ten Hag's men trailed at the break after Daniel Milan scored twice in barely a minute. And though Anthony restored parity early in the second period, substitute Yusufa Moukoko slid home a winner for the Bundesliga side as an engaging, competitive encounter in front of over 50 fans brought the curtain down on Tour 2023. Well, that's the news update on VOP TV. We'd like you to subscribe and engage with us on YouTube. It is Voice of the People TV, and on other social media channels, it's at VOP TV Live. I'm Moses Humphrey.